Hello, this video is just to help you get ready for your final exam. So we're going to do each of the 5 items. First off, the scales. So A major. So it does not have to be fast. It's fine if you play it like... Okay, now what does matter is where you put the video. So right here, you can tell that I'm playing with both hands, but you can't really see what the fingering is for this hand, which is further away from the camera. So the way to fix that is to elevate a little bit. So I'm going to try way up here and then point it down. There, see? Extremely different view. Now I'm going to go ahead to E major and look at the difference. Let's see, is it going to go? Yep, that'll work fine. Ready? And go. Yeah, see, there you could actually see each finger very clearly. That's what I would like for your scale videos. All right, so now F major. We're going to do right hand by itself. I didn't really have time to do this in person with you. So F major, I'm going to say it as we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now again, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, playing hands together. Ready? And. Now both thumbs. Now again, both thumbs on F. Both thumbs on C. Now stop here. Here they're not both thumbs, right? But in several other places they are. Coming back down, and both thumbs on C. Both thumbs on F. Both thumbs on C. All right, being aware of in what way the hands line up, right? Like the middle fingers are both on A, right here, but then they are not at the same time after that, right? So F major is very asymmetrical that way. Just knowing that could help, or it could make it even worse. I don't know. But anyway, that's one other angle for how do the fingers interact with this hand and that hand. Sometimes that helps us a lot. All right, so I've got some new examples. Let's do some building chords. All right, first one, E flat, minor, major 7. E flat, find your minor triad with your major 7th. So, okay. Next one is F half diminished 7. So it's like F minor, but it's lowered 5th. And then half diminished, remember if here's F, octave, major 7th, minor 7th. This one is going to have one of these notes doesn't feel like it looks. A flat, that there, the C flat. Of course, it's going to feel like a white key, and as it is, but it will be spelled differently. so that it looks like a fifth, right? Because F to C is some kind of a fifth. Next one is A flat, major, major 7. We got our A flat, C, E flat, G. Okay. Next up, B flat, diminished 7. Okay, so remember, diminished 7th is all minor thirds all the way. This one, the correct spelling would involve some weird enharmonics. So I'm just going to spell it like it looks on the keyboard. B flat, D flat, E, G. Although technically we'd have to spell like F flat and A double flat. But who's got time for all that? G, minor, minor 7. G, minor 3rd, with a perfect 5th and a minor 7th. Last one, B, major, minor 7. So, best if you just have B major memorized. You've played that enough, you just know where it is. Then it says minor 7th, okay? Octave, major 7th, minor 7th. There, okay. Did I do all these right? Hopefully I didn't make any egregious errors. Yep, looks good. All right, so next up, let's slide over to sight reading lead sheets. So these are really like terrible melodies, yeah? I just like wrote these very, very, very quickly so we'd have something. So don't quote me on these. But anyway, they get the job done. And most importantly, they stray a little bit outside of the 5-finger pattern. Because in fact, you will need to do that for the one on the exam. Okay, it'll be a little outside of the 5-finger pattern. So this helps prepare you for that, okay? There's no fingering shown. Go ahead and look at the right-hand melody. We start on the highest note, so I guess we'll put the pinky there. Okay, so that's sort of out of time. Let's play all the way through. So we start with the pinky here, and then we've got the B flat, of course. And then that E is a stretch, so we have to be sure the thumb goes down to there. So now my second finger's on the F. Next system, here it is, and now that high note is very high, so go ahead and be sure you've got up to that D. Now I'm walking down. Now I'm a third down, so this is G. And then the ending, G, F. So this one, the hand position needs to shift a little bit up and down as we go. The pinky starts on C. It will later be up on D. And then the thumb also will be sometimes on E, sometimes F, maybe sometimes even G. So these slight adjustments as we go. Let's play straight through the melody. 1, 2, 3. Make sure thumb is down low. Now get ready for the big leap. Here it is. Thumb to G. And thumb to F to the end, yeah? It would be easier if the fingering were written in, but so that's one of the challenges here is you have to figure that out and keep it in your head. Do it one more time. 1, 2, go. Okay, chords by themselves, we are of course in F major. All right, next is the 5, 6, 5. Then back to 1. Next is the 4, 6, 4. To 5, 6, 5. Hit it again. And then end with 1. All right, if I have plenty of time, I might even just play in rhythm. Here we go, left hand in rhythm. 1 and 2 and go. So hands together. I'll go very slowly. 1, 2, 3. And okay. If you played with me, awesome. If you need to do it again, that's fine. Take another minute, play through it again. Take it as slow as you need to get everything correct. Okay, now I'm going to move on. This next one, what key is it in with 2 sharps? Could be B minor or D major. From the very opening, we're not sure, but it actually says major 1 chord. So whoops, it does tell us. All right, so it's in D major. Because this is a uppercase letter I, right? If it were lowercase, that would mean minor. So uppercase means we're in the major chord, D major. Okay, so let's start with left hand this time, just for a little variety. Okay, so 1 chord. Next is 4/6/4, 5/6/5. Be sure your thumb is only your pinky's a half step lower. Then hit it again. 4/6/4, 5/6/5 to 1. All right, we're in 6/8. Here we go. 1 and 2. Okay, I think that's a good step. It only takes a few seconds, and it is helpful because then when you play it together, your left hand's already done the correct thing in rhythm. So that actually will help speed it up when you go hands together. All right, now the right hand's lack of fingering is a little disturbing in this one. This is probably trickier than I'll give you on the exam. So right hand from the beginning, it starts on the lowest note out of a bunch, and yet putting the thumb on the F sharp doesn't seem like it's working very well, because then our pinky's on the C sharp and we're supposed to go higher. So I think that means don't use the thumb to begin. Kind of anything else would be okay, in fact. Any other finger, and then the thumb could take G. Yeah, if the thumb's on G, pinky's on D. All right, so that's like how to figure that out. If the thumb really doesn't work for the first note, just assume it's something else, and the thumb will get to it later, okay? So play with me, ready, and go. Next system. Now let's stop here and plan a little bit. So we have to go, I see it's scalar, but it's going to go down even lower than the D. So let's see, right here. I'm going to say, what if we do finger 3 on the B? Ready, go. We have to reach down with something to get that C sharp. You could use the thumb on the low C sharp. You know, it's just figure out whatever. Although finger 2 might be even better on the C sharp, depending on how you get there. All right, one more time, just at this bar. Ready, and B. Cross, finger 2, and then 3 would work well. Okay, let's go back to the start. So, of course, you're always keeping track of the F sharps and the C sharps. That's like very, very, very important. Okay, you ready? And go. And go. All right, so hands together. 4, 5, 6. All right, so as you can see, I'm trying not to skip any of the steps. Left hand by itself in tempo. Right hand, think about some fingering, and then try playing it in tempo, however slow that may be, before it's hands together, right? I really do think getting each component kind of assembled and polished a little bit before you put them all together is probably going to be really helpful and probably better than the opposite approach, which would be, okay, both hands hack through it and then like hope that it gets better just sort of through repetition, right? Which can happen, but I sure do like the polishing approach better. All right, so let's go on to transposing melodies. These also will go beyond the 5-finger pattern. So I've composed 2 here which have more of like an octave span. All right, so this one, left hand, it says D major. Starts on D. That's always helpful if it starts on the name of the key. And then says transpose up a major second. All right. So I'll try playing in the original key, which you could do or not do. That's totally up to you. I'll play in the original key one time. Ready? Go. And stop. Oh, I wasn't ready for it. Okay, so that's not within a fifth. That's up higher than I thought it was going to be. So one more time. And my thumb's going to be up there in F sharp. Ready? Go. Now this bar seems easy because it fits within a fifth. Okay, stop. Now second system, I have to get to a new position. I have to get higher. So here's F sharp with 3 and then A with thumb. 3, thumb. And then I ran out of fingers right here. I can't get that C sharp, so I'm going to hit it with 4 or something weird. So I'm going to start again, second system, fingers 3 to 1. Now I'm going to cross, so my thumb takes this E. And that way I have plenty of room. So, in fact, there's something different about the hand position for each bar. Yikes, that's going to be tricky. So I'll do one more time in D major before I transpose. So, I remember I start with the position of a 6th, okay? Pinky and A, thumb on F sharp. Ready? Go. Now we contract a little bit, so we're in the standard 5-finger pattern. Move up to a new place. Here's 3 to thumb. Thumb crosses here, and we're stepwise and repeating. Okay, up a major second is going to be into what key? E major. So starting on E. All right, so let's get our hand position set, okay? This one, and then this note, a 4th lower, okay? Now what's the highest? It's not within the span, there. So it's going to be G sharp. Ready, go. And wait a minute, that doesn't sound right to my ears. Okay, what did I forget? So we're in E major. Oh, we need D sharps, leading tone, okay? So we need another sharp. Ready? Go. D sharp is here. Now this bar is easy. Keep the D sharp in place. All right, let's go back to that one more time. Ready? Go. Pause, let's stop and think for a moment. Okay, since we're in a new position here at bar 30, it said F sharp up to A. So that really means up a second means G sharp up to B. Okay, ready, go. And now we used to cross the thumb here, but that doesn't work on this note because now this is F sharp. So da 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 da. In this bar, which is F sharp, E, D sharp, E, where do we want the thumb? Oh, we want the thumb to be on the E, because that's the white note. All right, so start here in 30 again. This is G sharp, ready, go. Now thumb to E. Okay, so let's see if that helps if we are now prepared to do the straight through. Here we go. At the beginning, finger 3, finger 5, thumb up to G sharp. Ready, go. Oops, I don't think finger 3 was right. We should start finger 2. I just totally forgot that. Ready, go. Now remember the letters were G sharp to B. Now remember something about the thumb on the white key. Here it is. Yeah, so it's just like little guideposts along the way. Any of those you can get. Just one in a measure helps tremendously. All right, so last one of these is going to be, this melody looks like it is in G major. All right, and we're going to transpose down a perfect fifth. It does not start on G. Starts on D, okay? So where's that in the scale? So that's like sol, do, re, mi, fa, sol. All right, so down a perfect fifth, then it's going to be, the note is G, but the key is C major. Okay, just go down a fifth, G, down a fifth, C. We're now in C major. How nice. It will be all white keys for this melody. Okay, this one I'm going to try the approach of, what if I don't play it in the original key? What if I just play it in the new key from the start? All right, so here we go. First note, I determined down a fifth is G, and this new key is C major. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to go by intervals. Up a step, down a step, up a fourth. And now, where is this? Okay, down a third, down a step. Now stop. Is this the same as the first note? Yes, good. Again, and go. Now stop. Okay, let me think. We're down another step and a step. Now back up. Now a third. Okay, is this right? Let's see. In the old key, this was A. In the new key, this is a fifth lower D. That is good. All right, and then rest, up a step, up a step. Now let's go back and do all that again. Okay, that way you'll be much more likely to retain things if you go back and repeat while you're in the middle of it. Ready? And G. And rest. All steps. Back up. D. And up steps. Now stop, I didn't get this far. Okay, this note to here is up a step. Now I know this shape. This looks like down a third, down a third. This is a triad. Ready, go. Ah, nice. And then here, wait, I'm stuck. What is this? Okay. Here, from this note to this note is up a fourth. Okay, so this note, up a fourth, down a third, down another third. Step, step, same as before. Whoa, down another third. And then this is the name of the key. All right, so a whole lot of leaps of a third. I don't have time to think about fingering, so just be whatever contortions work. Okay, here we go. So this is starting on the note G, and we're doing down a triad. Ready? Go. Now up a fourth, down a triad, step, step, back down, way down a third, name of the key. All right, from the beginning. Ready, and go. Okay, you might need to run it a couple more times to get it perfect. That would be okay. But as long as you've gotten pretty close in this amount of time, then you're on the right track. All right, cool. So hopefully that helped sort of working through, not just like, here's this thing, do it, but like, well, what might be the thought process along the way? What are any tips that I can think of? Okay, let's look at study 13, what's next? So it's come to my attention that if you're playing on a 4-octave keyboard, meaning here's the lowest note, 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves, 4 octaves, and if this is the highest note, then you can't actually reach the last bar. Yeah. So if that's the case, then here would be bar 20 as written. So get your E major and your D major in the right hand. Let me do it again. Ready, go. I would say right here, leave your hands where they are. So the first quintuplet starts pretty low. Yeah, it's right down here again. Now move up. Now move up. So then it's up near the top of your piano, even though it's not as high as you would go on an 88 key piano. Yeah, so does that make sense? Start the figure down here. So that way you don't run out of keys. Okay, I think that would be the best solution. So I'll play straight through. Most importantly, be sure you have that swing feel. Chick, 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 chick. Make sure that's from the very beginning. Ready and go. Try to hit those accents too, because that really makes it a lot more with attitude. Left hand's ready, go! Right hand ready. Do whatever you would like to with the tempo there at the end. Just like in our Chopin prelude that we looked at, it's like, wow, there really are so many different ways you can approach rubato and subtleties of tempo and still have it sound great. So this last bar is a good example. Yeah, you could do it however you feel the rhythm, as long as it's still moving forward, right? Okay, so I'm sure you've done enough work on that one. I don't need to do any more details. And that brings us to the end of this video. Great. So I look forward to either seeing your final exam video, or if you'd rather do a Zoom meeting for that, I decided that would be totally fine. So I could meet with you on Monday if you want to play it for me. So we just get it done in one go. So the file is already posted that you can download, but just download it right before you do your video. And you have, I think it's a total of 6 minutes, it's 5 or 6 minutes to work on the chords, lead sheet, and the transposing before recording your video. So there's just a tiny bit of preparation time, right? All right, so there will be just one more video, which will be Jailhouse Rock, and it will be so much fun. Okay, thanks. Bye.